I have an iPad now. So it's been a week since I've had this iPad, and the past few things that I've done with this is just draw art and play a lot of Mustache and fail at it. But the one thing I haven't tried that I've always wanted to is try and animate. So I didn't want to do a regular bouncing ball since I've done that countless of times in different programs already and it's gone boring. So I asked in my community page about suggestions of what to animate. And the most popular request is to do a 1-inch punch. So that's what we're doing right now. So let's try and learn Flipaclip with this. Let's just... There we go. So we're gonna do 24 because 24 this works. So yeah, this is the whole layout. These are the frames. This is, what is this? Oh, this is to reset the camera or to get a full view of the frame, I guess, of the screen. Oh, this is the pen. There's types of brushes. Wow, I never knew that. This is, what is this? What is this? What? Touch. What does it do? Oh, size. That is strange, but it works, I guess. Next up, the colors. It's a color wheel. It's a square. I like a square. Eraser. We're not gonna use the lasso tool. We're gonna use this last. Wait, is there layers? Please tell me there's layers. Layers. There's layers. Let's go. Okay, we got that. There we go. That works. Going back to 24. Then we're gonna go blap. Okay, we need to do the fist and the hands. So we pretty much only need 2 poses for this whole thing. It's this. We're only using 3 fingers. This is gonna be the cartoon fingers that I have with my characters. It's way easier that way than to try anatomically correct ones. That's wrong. Let's restart. Okay. The second pose will be this. This is pretty much the 2 poses we're gonna do for the action itself. The rest is going to be complementary shots. Honestly, we could just pretty much end the video here. Just the 1-inch punch we have. Yeah, so this works, you know, the Goku punch. Oh, why is there a chipmunk? Oh, they find it funny. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. No, please don't let me please draw. No, I won't give you free advertisement. No. Okay, so we're pretty much done with this. What we could do. Oh, no, this is not it. Remove. What we could do is to just lengthen these 2, and then that's our 1-inch punch. But that doesn't provide much of an impact. It really is just that it lacks a lot of impact. So one thing that you can do here is to add a frame, and before the action it's going to be our anticipation frame. This is pretty much going to, and one way to do it is to always draw it slightly back from before you actually drew it. So we're gonna make the fingers bend a bit like this. Right, so this is going to be how do we remove the onion skin so that this looks, so that we can see it better. So this is basically how it's gonna look. Go from here, you pull back, and then you punch. And to give more impact, you can actually move this. Let's try using the lasso. We're not gonna use the lasso tool. We're gonna move it slightly forward than before, only slightly. So that's gonna give our punch that tiny bit of impact that it needs. So if you want to do more, we could probably try and lasso this one as well to move somewhere here. And let's try it out. And already our 1-inch punch basically already looks a lot better than the previous shot. So we're gonna try and add a bit of flair to this, and that is through some very cool lines. But first, we're gonna have to polish this. So this is a weird way to layer things, if I'm being real with you. I do wish we had a way to see multiple different layers physically. I'm not sure if there is. Being able to see only one physical layer here seems a bit too difficult. With Adobe Animate, yeah, you can pretty much see. The greatest strength from Adobe Animate and other professional level animation apps is the huge timeline that you can see, and I think that's Flipaclip's biggest weakness in my opinion. If they just have to like polish this and like make it somewhat easier to read and copy things and whatnot, I think Flipaclip could easily be the best animation app, I think, on mobile, that is. So we just have to polish this now. Honestly, we could probably change this for a bit, because the thumb's supposed to go up. Checking. That seems decent. That doesn't seem good, but it seems fine. Honestly, we should probably just cover that up, because that's not how a thumb should look. Oh, we should probably change our brush into a hard brush. How do we change that? What is this? The hardness? Yeah, it is. That's good. And once we have this, we can just do the fist now. This is honestly one thing I do quite like about animation, is that your line art doesn't have to look great or amazing. Granted, I know what it's like to have horrible line art. My early animations can definitely attest to that, but it's a lot more forgiving as long as you have good movement when it comes to animation. Which is why drawing still illustrations, it's always a lot more difficult than trying to draw multiple frames of animation. Is this thumb supposed to close back? Wait, let me see some. I do think that you probably have to move this a bit farther up. This looks fine now, I think. I think it probably looked better before, but this will do. Copy, paste. Same with this one, copy and paste. Let's just delete these ones. And we could actually try to copy this as well to prove to get even more. Lasso. And move this even further back. And then move this forward. Move this down. And one of the cool things we can do is to add these smears, which I really love doing. So I'm just gonna erase parts of this. So we can already have that, and we can also add some even thinner lines, 1 pixel wide. That works fine. Punch. It's not the best 1-inch punch, but it works. No, I was gonna try something more. I don't care. Shoo, please, please. I don't want to do this. Let me animate. Let me draw. How do you exit this? Apple, please tell me. Thank you. Okay, so one thing that I actually like to do in Adobe Animate is to try and do this. Whoop, and it's this. Wow, big and squish. We're gonna need it to be more prominent. We're gonna make this longer, squishier. Gonna put some our hands. And then once it goes back into formation, you can actually try and squish it again. And this squish adds a bit more or organic feel to your animations. We're gonna try and add some ripples on our third layer. And we're gonna try to do some more slight details. And then we can just do these specks of dust. And yeah, that's just a simple animation. This is our first animation in Flipaclip of a 1-inch punch. Not sure how well I did, but that's the best I've done.